Hello and welcome to the first video of Module 2 on the basics of writing functions. This is going to probably compose two sort of mini modules, if you will, for the class, in the sense that the first two sections here will include one assignment that you turn in, and then the next sections will put together a separate assignment that you'll do on Blackboard. In these units, we will learn to write a basic function in R, to specify default inputs to that function, and to return early from the code, particularly in the case where the inputs are not valid. I've given you some resources here that you can go and read, and part of those we will read as we go through these modules. So I have listed here the tasks that you need to do as part of this module. So first you will read the sections 2.1 through 2.5 of this online book. And then as you go through it, I suggest you type into your own computer each example as it's given, just to give you some experience with it. Then you will start an R Markdown document and I would like for you to put in text just a summary of what you learned in that document. Then add a code chunk that has the roll function. At this point, you should knit your document to be sure it knits okay without any errors. Then add a second chunk to your code that contains the roll2 function. Be sure it doesn't have errors. Then write in your text what the input should look like to work with your roll2 function. And then test your roll2 both without an input, that's to be sure the default is used, and with several different inputs. Be sure your document shows the results of your test when you knit it. So stop and knit it and be sure it does that. Then you're going to read these sections of the book, entering all examples into your console as you read it. Then you're going to do a new code chunk in your RMD file, where you will produce a histogram of 50,000 rolls of 3 8-sided fair dice. And look at the results of that. So you're going to have a histogram. Then you're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to have the dice be loaded so that the number 7 has a higher probability of being rolled than the other numbers. All the other numbers have a 1 in 10 probability of being rolled. So you need to figure out what the probability of a 7 is based on the others are 1 out of 10, and then do your simulation. And last but not least, you're going to read the Tidyverse style guide, and this will help us to all do our functions in a similar manner. When you get done with this, that'll be the end of this video and the end of your first assignment, and you will upload that to the website on Blackboard. Okay, then we will continue with more details on function writing and the Magrittr package.